at the word zeal today. I love this word. In the book of Acts, when you see Saul the Pharisee change to Paul on the road to Damascus. Previous, when he was Saul, he was full of zeal as a Pharisee and persecuting those of the way at that time, taking them to jail and going after them. He was there at the stoning of Stephen, endorsing it. He wasn't pelting him with stones. Other people were doing that. He wasn't killing Stephen, but he was endorsing it and watching over the cloaks of those who were stoning him. So he was full of zeal. And that is the word for today, zeal, or zealous. In the Greek, it's zealos or zealots. The English elements, very, very interesting. Boil, boiling, or boiler. So when you consider boil, something boiling over, he was boiling over with zealous or jealousy, because the concordant definition has the word jealous in here, or enthuse, be jealous. So boiling over, overflowing with zeal. The concordant scripture references Romans 10:2. For I am testifying to them that they have a zeal of God, but not in accord with recognition. 2 Corinthians 7:7. Yet not only by his presence, but by the consolation also, with which he was consoled over you, informing us of your longing, your anguish, your zeal for my sake, so that I rather rejoice that. 2 Corinthians 7:11. For lo, this same thing, for you to be made sorry according to God, how much it produces in you of diligence, nay, defense, nay, resentment, nay, fear, nay, longing, nay, zeal, nay, avenging. In everything you commend yourself to be pure in this matter. 2 Corinthians 9:2. For I am aware of your eagerness, of which I am boasting over you to the Macedonians, that Achaia has been prepared a year past, and your zeal provokes the majority. Philippians 3:6. In relation to zeal, persecuting the ecclesia; in relation to righteousness, which is in law, becoming blameless. Romans 13:13. As in the day, respectably, should we be walking, not in revelries and drunkenness, not in chambering or wantonness, not in strife and jealousy. 1 Corinthians 3:3. For you are still fleshly. For where there is jealousy and strife among you, are you not fleshly and walking according to man? 2 Corinthians 11:2. For I am jealous over you with the jealousy of God, for I betroth you to one man, to present a chaste virgin to Christ. Galatians 5:20. Idolatry, enchantment, enmity, strife, jealousies, furies, factions, dissensions, sects. Galatians 1:14. And I progressed in Judaism above my many contemporaries in my race, being inherently exceedingly more zealous for the traditions of my fathers. This is speaking of our Apostle Paul, but he was speaking of himself when he was Saul, the Pharisee. 1 Corinthians 14:12. Thus you also, since you are zealots for spiritual endowments, seek that you may be superabounding to the edification of the ecclesia. 1 Corinthians 12:31. Yet be zealous for the greater graces, and still I am showing you a path suited to transcendence. 1 Corinthians 14:1. Be pursuing love, yet be zealous for spiritual endowments, yet rather that you may be prophesying. So you can see zealous can be good. If you're zealous for something spiritual and you're after the spiritual things and you're after the truth and you're seeking it out with zealousness, then you're after something. You're boiling over for it. So it can be good. So there's a contrast there between the two, being zealous for bad and zealous for good. 1 Corinthians 14:39, so that my brethren, be zealous to be prophesying, and the speaking in languages do not forbid. Galatians 4:17 and 18, they are jealous over you. Not ideally, but they want to debar you, that you may be jealous over them. Now, it is ideal for you to be jealous in the ideal ways, and not only in my presence with you. I love the last one. 1 Corinthians 13, the love chapter, verses 4 through 7. Love is patient, is kind. Love is not jealous. Love is not bragging, is not puffed up, is not indecent, is not self-seeking, is not incensed, is not taking account of evil, is not rejoicing in injustice, yet is rejoicing together with the truth, is foregoing all, is believing all, is expecting all, is enduring all.
set. 3, 2, 1, march.
Это конец. Это поможет нам.